Let me know if you can hear me. I think I'm coming through now. I think I'm good now. Like I said, type in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, I think we're good. I can hear myself now on stream. All right, let's get into it. We settled in. But yeah, like I said, we got people like Mickens catching passes against us. We left Scotty Miller wide open. Yeah, they're not really playing any coverage. And they got the nerve to still have Cameron Brady on this team. What's going on, Kudo? What's going on, Done Deal? What's going on, Jay Money? Shout out everybody in the chat. I was saying when I thought that I was on thought I was on live, thought my mic was on. I just want this to be a good game. That's it. That's all I want. All right, we just got blessed with that bad snap to Brady. We just got blessed. We just got blessed with that bad snap, man. So I guess Done Deal, you might be ahead of me. You saying yes, sir. I don't know what happened. Yeah, we usually don't give up the run, but you'll see. When our offense is on the field for like 5 minutes the whole game, the defense eventually gets tired and they start giving it up. All right, 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. It looks like we got to stop. Looks like we got to stop. ESPN, the stream. I'm watching on the ESPN app, but it looks like we got to stop right here. And he almost had him wide open for that touchdown. He almost had him. But yeah, whoever is Ryan Jensen, he's not doing a good job snapping the ball right now. Ryan Jensen is the only reason they didn't just score a touchdown that first drive. So I'm gonna say good job for getting the stop on that play because we could have very easily given up 7. Now if they take 3, we have a good opportunity to go get the ball and see what we can do. You said the snaps have been like that all year. Because that's horrible. Even the snap on I doubt Ryan Jensen is the long snapper, but even the snap on the kick was bad. On the field goal was bad. All right, I'm back in here. I had to go get a sweater real quick. It's like 20 degrees in my house right now. But like I'll take that stop. Yeah, that's bad, man. Ryan Jensen has got to snap that ball higher than that. But yeah, like I said, I'll take the three. Let's see what Shane Lemieux got on that offensive line. Meet the Mets. What's going on? Talk about an OG. Meet the Mets is an OG. Shout out Meet the Mets. Yeah, let's hope we can get a touchdown. Let's see if Daniel can run it 80 yards for a touchdown this time. So my stream is probably like a uh play behind this ESPN.com streamcast thing. So I try not to look at it. I know everybody in their mama is talking about Daniel Jones and all of this. I just say just go out and just do. If he can get through this game with no turnovers, that'll be a miracle. All those people they got blessing, all those people they got blessing. If he can get through this game, I mean, that'll be a miracle. And then we got a high snap right there. So a low snap for Tom, a high snap for Daniel Jones. All right, let's see what JPP is doing against Andrew Thomas. He's doing pretty good. I can't believe Slayton walked out of bounds. They're giving him that first. I'll take it. It looked like Slayton just walked out of bounds before the first down marker, but if they're giving him that first, I'll take it. Yeah, Diablo right now is jumping up and down. Gallman got the start. They didn't give it to Alfred Morris. Look at Evan Ingram. Oh boy, Evan Ingram dropped. He actually caught the ball. I mean, I can't stand Evan Ingram, but just as a human being, you got to feel bad for the guy. Like, like this is a human being. I mean, I understand the hate for him, but to have to not play for 11 days and oh, look at Gallman. Why is he falling? You're not Daniel Jones. Why is Gallman falling down? Like just because Evan Ingram is a liability and he can't catch, I mean, he doesn't need death threats, but I'm trying to figure out why Gallman is falling down like Daniel Jones in the open field. And now it's a holding call coming back. Come on, man. Kevin Zeitler of all people. That is not a hold. That's like a horrible call, and that just killed our drive. That's a horrible call. That's like an awful call. I can't believe that. Man, I don't want to hear about what. Oh my! And now he's dropping pat. I can't with these people. That literally just killed our drive. It killed all of our momentum. A horrible holding call just killed our drive. These referees, man, like I try not to complain about referees, but that was a horrible call. We go from a 3rd and 1, picking up 20 something yards on a run play, to this. Like, come on now. What is going on? And we got that. We picked that up. Wow, we picked that up. Look, did you see Golden Tate hold on to the ball for like 20 seconds? Slayton was calling for the ball on that touchdown, though. See, the thing is, Slayton was open, but Tate's not a quarterback. He wasn't making that throw. Wayne Gallman just made a bad run. He made it to the line of scrimmage. He got the chance to bounce it out, but he ran backwards. He wanted all of it instead of just picking up 3 or 4. He should have just took his 3 yards and got down. Like right there, you need to be cutting up the field instead of trying to outrun somebody to the sideline. All right, that slot corner's coming on a blitz. Back in 3rd and long. That's how it feels when you're playing a good team. You put some plays together, you feel like you're getting momentum, and you're like at the 50-yard line in 3rd and long. Now that was pass interference. That's what you call pass interference, and they're not going to call that, but they're going to call a phantom holding call on Kevin Zeitler. That's what you call pass interference. They're talking about where he's throwing it. He was interfered with. He's holding on his arm. Like, I don't want to hear that, man. It doesn't even matter where he threw the ball. He's grabbing onto our receiver 20 yards down the field. We know if that was one of our undrafted corners out there grabbing people like they always do, they throw a flag. They would throw a flag. Like, just like they threw a flag when we break off a 20-yard run on a phantom holding call. I guarantee you this game we're going to get a phantom pass interference call to go against us. Jones should have put it ahead of him, but if he wasn't held, Slayton would have been able to catch that on the sideline. Like, that could have been possibly a touchdown, but Slayton would have caught that on the sideline. Yeah, exactly. If it's not pass interference, it's a hold or it's illegal contact. And then our defense is back on the field, and they've got another impossible task every week. They got to get all the stops because if the Giants' offense isn't beating themselves, the referees are beating the Giants' offense. The players aren't beating themselves, it's Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett finally puts together a good plan. It's the players. I mean, if it's not one thing, it's another. And then a team that's like the biggest gap between us and any other team is in this game. We can't afford to have like bad calls, going against this, man. Like we just can't afford that. And like you would think that the refs wouldn't be that focused on a bad team. They've lost us like 2 or 3 games this year. I was sold on Daniel Jones last year. At this point, I mean, it's just a wait and see. I'm just watching the season to see how he does this year. If we don't have the first pick, then they should give him another season. I mean, you got to put some talent around him. But if we have the first pick, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence. I like what we're doing against the run. I like what we're doing against the run, though. Let's see if our defense can get a stop here. That's how you flip field position. Wow. Is that a fumble? Are the referees going to screw them back? That's what I'm talking about. Get a bad call against them. Get a bad call against them. Let's get a bad call against them, man. Ball got tipped. That is a catch. He got up, and that's a fumble. That's a fumble. That's not even a bad call. That's a catch. He stood up and then he fumbled. Yeah, that's a clear cut fumble. Thank you, Ronald Jones. I'll take it. I will take it. That's a clear cut fumble. What do they say? The ball don't lie. The ball don't lie. We getting cheated with these calls. Great play by Blake Martinez. All right, get this in the end zone. I don't want any funny business. Get the ball into the end zone, man. See, I'm not. That's a great play by Sterling Shepard to get back to the line because that play was shut down from the beginning. Like their safeties and linebackers are like serious. Their safeties and linebackers are really something serious, man. Why are they dropping passes? I don't understand why they keep dropping all these passes, man. Yeah, I usually start somebody against the Giants. I got Brady in my fantasy league. That's offsides. See, yeah, only Aaron Rodgers gets to get those calls. Only Aaron Rodgers gets to play when people jump offside. Everybody else has to. They get the play blown dead. It's like nobody. The games just started. We already got 3 drops. All right, 3rd and 5. Let's get it. Let's see what we got. Get into the end zone. Let's get into the end zone. Let's get into the end zone. Let's just get into the end zone. And that's a catch. That's a touchdown. Let's go, Deion Lewis. Let's go. That's a perfect throw. That's a perfect throw and a perfect catch. That's a perfect throw and a perfect catch. That was beautiful. Yeah, that's a perfect throw and a perfect catch. Yeah, Deion Lewis, that's what he does. He catches the football. We finally throw it to him. We finally threw it to him. Like, just think about how many times we threw the ball to Shane Vereen in the red zone. I like that Jason Garrett is finally deciding to use all of his weapons. It's like when Sterling Shepard comes back, he actually uses his weapons the way that they need to be used. So Rojo just cost his team 7 points. Like I said, I just want to see a game. I just want to see a game. Let's see what the defense is going to do. That's just so torturous to make us have to wait 11 days to see this game. But so far, it's been worth it. So far, it's been worth it. So far. Yeah, I wanted Kenny Galladay, but he just got injured again. He gets injured like every other week, so maybe that would have been a bad trade. If Sterling Shepard stays healthy, we've got decent weapons. Like if Evan Ingram can be last year's Evan Ingram and Sterling Shepard stays healthy, I think we've got a decent amount of weapons. But we still need that. We still need that other receiver. But I don't think that's going to happen this year. Get that cat off my screen. I do not want to see that cat. That cat really, really did us wrong last year. Hey, that cat did us wrong last year. All right, like I said, let's get a stop. I don't like that pooch kick. It works sometimes, but sometimes you give your opponent the ball on the 31-yard line. Y'all need to calm down. All that fighting and stuff, calm down. You trying to give Tom Brady free yards? Like chill out with that. We don't need that. Yeah, like I said, that cat is bad news. Mike Evans is wide open. Tom Brady 6 for 8, 48 yards. And they finally broke through in the running game. And this is what I mean as far as that pooch kick, because you're possibly giving up 10 yards of field position. Because instead of them running that and getting the ball at the 40-something yard line, now they're at midfield. And look at Logan Ryan act like he was trying to tackle Fournette. He didn't want to tackle Fournette. He wanted no parts of Leonard Fournette. And it looks like he's going to be getting the carries. And Rojo is going to be. Yeah, Rojo got 1 yard on that. Yo, Toast, what's going on, man? We got a pretty decent start to the game so far. Done deal. Who's the Buccaneers backup quarterback? That looked like Sam Bradford. I don't think Sam Bradford is in the league. Wow, he was wide open. He was wide open. That was a miscommunication, but he was wide open, right across the middle of the field. All right, 3rd and 9. They're calling a timeout. Let's go. Let's see if we can hold. Yeah, they had 12 guys in the huddle. That's one thing about Bruce Arians led teams. It's usually no discipline. I don't know why they just jumped to commercial, but we got a 3rd and 9. We're up 7-3. This is a crucial part of the game. If we can get the ball back, we got some momentum. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I don't see them all getting 20 points, but maybe you'll get something good out of Lewis. Maybe Lewis runs a touchdown in or something, but I don't know if all three of them. I need about 15, 16 points from Tom Brady to win my fantasy league, and about basically between the combination of Tom Brady and Evan Ingram, I need about 19 points. So as a Giants fan, I mean, preferably that would come from Evan Ingram, but I want to win, man. I'm like at the bottom of the standings in my league. I want to win too, so I just need them to come back and win. So what do you guys think about this start so far? We started off pretty fast. We were supposed to have gone down the field that first time we got the ball, but referees had a different plan for us. All right, we got the stop. Let's go. We got the stop. Let's get that ball back. Let's get that ball back. Let's go. Let's get that ball back. Jabril Peppers manned him up pretty well. People want to say that Jabril Peppers was so bad, but he had perfect coverage on that Boston Scott touchdown. He just got to turn his head around. And that's what he did this time. He got his eyes on the quarterback, swatted the ball away. All right, we're starting at the 4. Starting at the 3. Ross Cockrell used to play for the Giants. Oh, how we could use Ross Cockrell right now. We could use him on our team right now to play some cornerback, but he's playing special teams for for the Bucs. He's playing special teams. Ross Cockrell, when he was on the Giants, was a beast. Like he was giving up like nothing. Let's go. Let's get up the field. Let's get up the field. Let's get 7 points. Let's get 7 points. Alfred Morris. Solid 2 yards. Solid 3 yards. I like Alfred Morris. I think he fits this offense. Alfred Morris, he just kind of got put on the back burner. All right, that's Rashad Penny for a first down. Let's move it. Hey, Toast, I'm rooting for your team, man. I'm rooting. I'm hoping they can bring you back. I'm rooting for him. Jason Garrett is really calling some plays today so far. I think Daniel Jones should have kept the ball on that play. On that option play, I feel like he should have kept the ball. Jason Garrett needs to pull up his mask. He might as well not wear it. He's got his upper lip hanging out the top of that mask. Shep for 5 yards. May have been able to cut up the field for that, but his momentum carried him out of bounds. And that's going to wrap up the first quarter. That's going to wrap up the first quarter, guys. How many people thought we'd be leading after the first quarter? The spread on this game is 12.5. Yeah, that was a good catch. That was definitely a good catch. If he'd have been able to keep his balance, he would have run for a little while. But like I said, that was a good catch. So I'm not going to hate on him for that. All we got to do is just hold on to the ball, put together good drives, and get in the end zone. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Just hold on to the ball, put together some solid drives, and get in the end zone. Run some clock. Keep Brady off the field. Run some clock. Keep Brady off the field. Get in the end zone this drive, and we're looking good. We're looking pretty good. Yeah, everybody thinks we're going to get blown out, but like I said, we just got to keep. We got to take this one play at a time, one series at a time, one quarter at a time, because this is a crazy good opponent, and we just got to play our game. We got to just play our game and just hope at the end of the game we're in the lead. That's all we can hope for. But I like how the offense looks so far. We've been moving the ball pretty well. We've been staying on schedule. Haven't really had any negative runs. We've had a couple runs for no gain, but no negative runs. And the Bucs right now are banking. Uh, they're banking on us to make mistakes, and that's what we got to not do. Andrew Thomas in the couple plays I've been watching, he's been holding up pretty solidly. He's been holding up pretty well. Deion Lewis motioning into the backfield. What's going on here? What's going on? Is that a somebody was offsides? I don't know where that throw was going, but we got 5 yards out of that offsides penalty. I don't know where the throw was going because Devin White was messed up 1-on-1 against Darius Slayton. It looked like. Let's see, is that Darius Slayton or was that Evan Ingram? Yeah, we had a chance on that play. Oh, look at Evan Ingram with the reverse. That fooled me. I didn't know he had the ball. That reverse with Evan Ingram has been working all season. He scored a couple weeks ago in that play, so it's been working. I expected Alfred Morris to pick that up, but that's fine. Oh, we got a serious good spot. We got a seriously good spot. I didn't think that he got that first down, but they're saying we got it. Yeah, I say I'm rooting for you, Toast. I'm rooting for you. Hopefully they use him. Hopefully you can win your game. Caden Smith out. Sterling Shepard wide open for another first down and out of bounds. I'm loving the way that this offense is working. They're putting Daniel Jones on the move. They're getting the ball out of his hands quickly. I'm liking this offense. I'm liking the way that this offense is moving, man. Daniel Jones on the keeper. Now, I'm telling you, if Devin White isn't on this football team, that's a first down. If Devin White isn't on, Jason Garrett knows about JPP. JPP is awful against the option. All right, 2nd and 4. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. Hand off to Alfred Morris. Alfred Morris picks up the first down. Let's go. We're picking up some steam. Like I told you guys, I like Alfred Morris on this team. That's Alfred Morris, 41. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Daniel Jones took a shot. Oh, he overthrew Darius Slayton for like 5 yards. He had some pressure in his face and he overshot Darius Slayton. That was a touchdown right there. That was a touchdown. He overshot him. He overshot him. He had a little pressure in his face. He couldn't follow through and he overthrew it. Man, you can't have somebody that open and miss them against a team like this. You got to make those throws. Alfred Morris up the middle for 3. That's a nice hard run. See, like, I mean, we all love Saquon, but he wasn't taking these yards. He wasn't taking these yards, man. We got to have somebody that can stick their nose in there. That being said, Saquon's on this team. We have a couple more wins. Let's see, 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 in the shotgun. And he sacked. We're out of field goal range. We're out of field goal range. Devin White. See, these 2 linebackers in the middle of that field are serious threats. We're out of field goal range because of that. That drive I'm putting on Daniel Jones because he overthrew Slayton wide open in the middle of the end zone, and he took that sack. That puts us out of field goal range. We can't have that. Yeah, I tried to get Barkley in all my leagues. I couldn't get him. Yeah, Alfred Morris, you definitely want him carrying the ball over Deion Lewis. Devin White probably killed that drive himself. All right, we got him inside the 10. So we ran some clock. We could have had some points. We had a chance at a touchdown. It got overthrown. We had a chance at a field goal. We took a sack, but we ran some clock. We at least gave our defense some time to relax. But you just wish that we had that throw, and you wish that we'd have been able to get a field goal out of that. Like, that's why we're losing games, because of plays like that. We're playing pretty good, but we're making stupid mistakes. Devin White cut off that option play that would have gone for a first down, and he made the sack. Devin White is a gamer. He really is. He runs a 4-4 too, so he's a serious playmaker. So I don't know if that was a miscommunication on the offensive line, but we ended up taking a sack right there, right up the middle of the offensive line. Um, I don't see that. I don't see you put together a long drive and you still have the momentum. If your defense can get the ball back, you still have the momentum. And if we try that field goal and we miss it, we're giving the ball back to them at the 50-yard line. So I understand why you punt that to get them down in the side of the 10-yard line. I understand that. Like I said, I understand that. I mean, to do that, I understand that. At the end of the game, you try that kick, but yeah. What hurt us was taking that sack though. All right, that's a nice tackle in the run game. Only gave up two right there. All we got to do is just get the ball back and we keep the momentum. That's why you punt it, so you can play that field position game and get right back to what we were doing. They left the flat open. If that cornerback was more aware, that would be an interception. So we've got them 3rd and 8 in the shadow of their own end zone. If this was a home game, the crowd would be going crazy, but it's not. But let's see if we can get off the field in 3rd and 8. And we can't. And we can't. We can't expect our defense to be superheroes. And that's on Bradbury, but I mean, Mike Evans is a beast. We can't expect them to be superheroes. But I'm telling you, I mean, that drive that we had, that meant something. We put together a long drive. We didn't get points out of it, but we didn't turn the ball over. We got our defense some rest, and this is on our defense at this point. They've got to get a stop. Come up and make this tackle on Fournette. Great tackle. Great open field tackle by Jabril Peppers. I'm liking the way that both sides of the ball are playing. We just got to make a couple of plays that we are making right now. And Scotty Miller is wide. Isaac Yadam, that second corner spot is so bad. That second corner spot just never shows up for us. I don't understand why we don't just throw Logan Ryan at the second corner spot, because having him at safety just takes Isaac Yadam shouldn't be out there. The thing is, I mean, we've got to play zone because Isaac Yadam can't cover anybody. Like he can't cover anybody. So if we play man, it's going to be Scotty Miller or whoever this dude is, Mickens. They're going to be catching passes all day against them. And I'm not all that sure that Bradbury can cover Mike Evans 1-on-1. And speaking of Bradbury, he just made a great play by forcing him out of bounds on that reverse. He basically stopped him from getting that first down. Yeah, I don't know why we have him playing safety. It's because of Xavier McKinney, but I want Logan Ryan at the second corner because Isaac Yadam is not getting it done there, man. He's just not. I'd rather put Julian Love at safety and just deal with it. And they barely pick up that first down. So they're putting together a pretty solid drive right now against us. I'm looking for a turnover, somebody step up, somebody make a play. Isaac Yadam is on. Oh boy. Oh boy. Bradbury with a great play. Bradbury made a great play. He made a great play. It looked like he was beat, and he got there the last second to swat that ball away. Bradbury was beat. He was beat like a drum, and he was able to still recover. That's a great play. That is a great play. And that ball was a little high for Tyler Johnson. So we're in a 3rd and 10 situation. We have a perfect opportunity to get off the ball, to get off the field. Yeah, Bradbury is playing out of his mind. All right, so we just got a sack. I haven't seen it on my TV, but we got a sack on Tom Brady from Leonard Williams, and I will take that. We're doing a great job. We're doing a great job. We obviously was playing great coverage, and now with a sack to Tom Brady, we're going to get the ball back. Because if he got all that time to throw the ball and got sacked, that just shows you that we were covering. And the Giants are top 10 in sacks just on scheme. The Giants are top 10 in sacks just because of their scheme. And we force a punt, man. You got to love it. You got to love it. We force a punt. Peppers picked it up, takes it across the 20. So we're going to have some better field position than we had before. Let's see if we can get some chunk plays. That last play we had a chance to get a chunk play, and we got it overthrown. Let's see if we can do it this time. Look at Tom Brady banging his helmet on the bench. I'm liking this game. If we can get in the end zone in this drive, I'm going to start to believe. I'll start to believe if we can get in the end zone in this drive. Like I said, I'll start to. But What about this team, man? We're showing up. This team will show up against this team and lose to the Eagles. Like, can you believe it? You said the game is hell. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we just got to keep at it. We got to keep at it one play at a time. That's all I'm going to say. One play at a time. Just one play at a time. We just got to get in the end zone on this drive. We just got to get in the end zone on this drive. And, because 14-3 against Tom Brady is that's like a 1 point game. So we just got to get in the end zone. Daniel Jones is holding on to the football, man. It's seeming like this option is going to be shut down because JPP is crashing on it every time, but those two linebackers are too fast. All right, first play. Slayton across the middle. If that was Odell, that'd be a touchdown. Slayton should have been gone with that. Slayton had the perfect chance to be gone with that football. Hand off to Gallman. Gallman up the middle. That's a nice run. Where's the holding call on that, ref? That's a nice little duo block right there. Screen to Slayton. Slayton up the field. Another 11 yards. Jason Garrett, I never thought I'd say this, but Jason Garrett is putting on a clinic. Jason Garrett is putting on a clinic. Oh, that pass was high across the middle to Slayton. And that's another reason why we miss Sterling Shepard. He's such a great blocker in the open field. Shepard across the middle for 11. Wayne Gallman is running that ball today. Him and Alfred Morris. I really like this game plan that Jason Garrett brought into here. He's attacking all the weak spots of their defense. We're able to run the ball against the number one run defense in the league. All right, DJ. Let's get the ball in the end zone. Let's get the ball in the end zone. Let's get the ball in the end zone. Gallman is fighting Gallman for another first down. That's a hard, tough run. That's a great run from Gallman. This offensive line is winning at the point of attack. I can't wait to look back at this tape to see if that's because of Lemieux. I can't wait to see if that's because of Lemieux. Yeah, you still might be better off with Deion Lewis because we don't know who will score out of these two running backs more. Gallman might get the yards, but Lewis might get some touchdowns. He already got one. All right, we're in the red zone. 2-minute warning. Let's get the ball in the end zone. Get our defense a stop. Let's get the ball in the end zone here first, though. How you guys feeling? How you guys feeling about this? What's going on, Diablo? Your boy Gallman is going crazy. Your boy Gallman is going crazy. What's going on, Toast? What's going on, Less Toast? We got Toast and we got Less Toast. But yeah, shout out to all of y'all. What do y'all think about this game, though? I hate when we're putting together a drive and they got a TV timeout or a 2-minute warning. I just want to keep it going, man. Just keep it going. I mean, people want to keep on disrespecting Joe Judge on a weekly basis. They need to put some respect on Joe Judge's name, man, because he has this team outplaying their roster by far. I hope we do too. I hope we do. Let's Toast. I hope we pull it off. But like I said, it starts with getting this touchdown right here. It starts with getting this touchdown right here on this drive. I don't know why the commercial break is this far. They're trying to cool us down. Somebody got to get paid. All right, so I see the ESPN Streamcast is telling me there's been an incomplete pass so far to Evan Ingram. Hopefully he didn't drop it, but I'm going to see what happens here right now. Come on, y'all. Let's get in the end zone. I don't care how you do it. If Gallman runs it in, if DJ runs it in, we got to get in. Oh, wow. Levante David leapt and oh, that was Shaq Barrett. Yeah, Shaq Barrett. He probably been studying that film on TJ Watt. That wasn't close to an interception. That was more of a swat. That was a swat. All right, we're in the end zone. Wayne Gallman put us in. Wayne Gallman got us in. Hey Diablo, I'm telling you, your boy is going crazy. Wayne Gallman is going crazy. Ingram almost scored on that play. Ingram almost scored, but like I said, the Streamcast is a little bit ahead of me, and Wayne Gallman got in the end zone. Let's go. 14-3. Let's go. Wayne Gallman is running that ball, man. Like I said, I can't wait to look back at this. I can't wait to look back at this and see if this is Shane Lemieux opening all these holes for him because we're getting a serious push like from everybody. I don't understand what's different, but we're just getting a push. Okay, you had Lemieux and Thomas, and he basically just had to pick a way to go. That's a great play, man. I'm so glad that Gallman is finally getting his opportunity because I've seen a lot of times where he hasn't gotten a chance to really get the ball. Offensive line is playing great in the run game so far. So every week at the end of the half, we give up touchdowns. So our defense has to step up right here because that's all the momentum. That's all the momentum. Our defense has got to step up again right here. We're putting together drives. We're getting them rest. So this is what our defense looks like with rest. Yeah, Gallman is going to probably have more points than Lewis at the end of this game. We're averaging over 4 yards a carry. See if I can pull this up. Yeah, that offensive line is playing really well. I did not think that they would be able to run the ball against this number one ranked rush defense, but they're doing it. I thought that we'd have to come out and basically throw it every play, but we're getting some good balance here. DJ 11 for 17, a touchdown. Wayne Gallman 7 carries, 31 yards. Alfred Morris 5 carries, 18 yards. Evan Ingram a 9 yard carry. DJ a 6 yard carry. So I think we're doing the thing. Like I said, now our defense. Next up, we got Washington. This upcoming week, we got Washington, and then after that, we got the Eagles. Hey, let's not look into next week. Let's finish out this game first, though. Let's finish out this game first before we start looking into next week. But our defense has got to get a stop first. Yeah, it's just basically pick whoever you thought was gonna do better. We play Washington coming off of a short week, and they're coming off of a bye, so they have 2 weeks to prepare for it. All right, they're starting at the 25. Let's go. We have got to get it stopped. We've got to get it stopped. And they're putting together a pretty good drive so far. And this is what scares you about the Giants defense is they're not able to get a pass rush in the 2 minute drill. That's why we always do this at the end of the half because We're not able to rest the passer when they absolutely are able to throw the ball. And now they're in field goal range. And the Giants take a timeout. The minute and two left. This is where our defense has got to step up. Because we're giving up chunk plays like we do at the end of the half every week. Yeah, I understand what you mean, but Patrick Graham, he has his hands tied. He can't really play man or zone. Like Mike Evans for 12 yards. Yep. Yeah, they're on the 31 now. They're on the 31. All we got to do is try to keep them out of the end zone now. That's all we can do. That screen got shut down right there. Kyler Fackrell's been playing pretty well. 42 seconds. We just need that pass rusher. Once we get a pass rusher to really, we'll be a lot better. And Fournette didn't get out of bounds, but he picked up 8 yards. You got to think that if we stop them on this play, on this third down, you got to think they're going to go for it. You got to think that they'll go for it. Let's go. Let's go. Like I said, you got to think that they'll go for it if we get a stop on this 3rd and 2. All right, 3rd and 2, guys. 3rd and 2. Brady coming out of the huddle. Yeah, Brady is 12 touchdowns, 0 interceptions against man-to-man. So we got guys wide open, and Mike Evans will not get the first down. They're 4th and 1 with 8 seconds left. 4th and 1 with 8 seconds left. What are they going to do? Yeah, that's all their timeouts now. They're going to kick a field goal. So our defense folded at the end of this half, but they didn't break. They didn't break. I like it. Let's hope for a miss in this field goal. Let's hope he hooks it right. And I'm pretty sure we get the ball out of the half. Pretty sure we get the ball out of the second half. So let's see if he'll miss this. As Joe Judge takes a timeout. All right. Let's hope he misses it. Let's hope he misses it. Come on, man. Miss the kick. Miss it. Miss it from 40 out. From 40 out. Let's see if they miss it. He's taking forever to kick this field goal. And that's right down the middle. All right, so 14-6 at the half. We get the ball out of the half. We get the ball out of the half. If we're up 14-6 at the half, we haven't given up any touchdowns so far. Let's get the ball and score out of the half. That's what we got to do. And that was such a great play by Logan Ryan to stop Mike Evans from picking up that first down. We've got 64 rushing yards at the half, and Tampa usually gives up 60 rushing yards a game. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the offensive line too. This first half, I'm happy with them. Like I said, Giants fans, just go ahead and just appreciate this first half and take it one play at a time. Take it one play at a time. Don't run away with it. Let's just take it one play at a time. We're getting the ball out of the half, and we've got a lead. Yeah, I really hope that Logan Ryan goes to that second corner position whenever we get McKinney back. I really hope that when McKinney comes back, Logan Ryan goes to that second corner. I'm feeling great, though. I'm feeling great. Like I said, I wanted to see a game, and at the half, we got a game. The half, we got a really tightly contested game. Overall, I'm pretty happy. We had a couple of mistakes. We had Daniel Jones missing that throw on that I think the third drive we had, and missing out on that field goal by taking that sack. But like I said, I mean, I couldn't ask for any more. If I say we could be up 14-6 on the Bucs at the half, I would take it. I'd take it, man. Darnay Holmes is playing the slot for us. He's been playing pretty well, but they don't want to put him on the outside. But you want a good guy you want a good guy in the slot because once you start sticking, Darnay Holmes is on the field. He's been playing the slot for us. But once you put a bad corner in the slot, that's the quickest read for the quarterback. Besides the tight end, that's the quickest read for a quarterback. So you want your slots to be covered, which Darnay Holmes has actually been doing a pretty solid job at. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. At the half, we're up 14-6. Now, Jason Garrett put together a great game plan that first half. Let's see how he adjusts to their adjustments. You know they're going to make adjustments. Todd Bowles is a beast at defensive coordinator. So let's see how they adjust to that. Let's see how Jason Garrett makes his adjustment after that. But I like what he's calling. I like that we're able to run the ball. I haven't seen the Giants offensive line get this kind of movement in a while, tell you the truth. And it's not just because Lemieux was in there. It's also because you got Kevin Zeitler and Cam Fleming making great duo blocks out of nowhere. You got Nick Gates pulling like a monster, who I've been trying to tell people Nick Gates is for real. I mean, I don't know how good he'll end up being, but I know right now he's one of our better offensive linemen. Nick Gates has been pulling like a monster. He's been getting his helmet on people. He's been doing his thing. He's been winning at the point of attack. I like Nick Gates at center. And Lemieux, he doesn't seem like that far of a drop off. He doesn't. I don't notice. You know, if you don't notice an offensive line, that means they're doing their job. If you don't notice Lemieux, that means he's doing his job. Andrew Thomas, we haven't noticed. JPP, we haven't noticed him. So everybody, for the most part, is doing their job. Exactly. And then we saw all those memes. They had Nick Gates against Aaron Donald, saying that this guy was crazy to pick a fight with Aaron Donald. But first of all, Nick Gates is bigger than Aaron Donald. Not like that matters. Not like that matters in a fight or anything. But all Aaron Donald did was just poke him in his eye and, hold on to his face mask. It's not like it was an actual fight. But yeah, Nick Gates, he's an offensive lineman. He's what you want out of an offensive lineman. He had that one game against Pittsburgh where he just got destroyed. But everybody's getting destroyed at the point of attack by Pittsburgh. Other than that, Nick Gates has been good. All I need is just a second half that mirrors the first half. I just need us to move the ball the same way, run some clock, and play some defense. Just keep playing some defense, man. Because we've left some guys open and they haven't been able to capitalize on it. So we can't keep leaving these people open. I'm looking for the Giants to get some more chunk plays, though, out of this first half. We're getting the ball. And I haven't seen us move the ball like this, like, all year. Is it the Wayne Gallman effect? Because I haven't seen us move the ball like this, back-to-back drives all year. Maybe it's the Gallman effect. We laughed at Mr. Diablo when he was saying that Gallman deserved the carries over Devontae Freeman, but maybe he did deserve those carries because he's broken off all of the longest runs. Besides Daniel Jones, it's been Gallman that's been breaking off these runs. A couple of them have gotten called back, but he's been putting together some great runs. But yeah, I mean, when your team is up in a game like this, yeah, we need a pass rush. If we had a pass rush, they're not just going down the field like they did in that 2-minute drill. That's what we're missing. We don't have anybody who, they're probably just saying we can just double Leonard Williams, and nobody else is really a threat to come off the edge against us. Marcus Golden was getting pressure for us, but for some reason we didn't have any value for him. So I don't know why we just got rid of Marcus Golden and didn't play him while he was here, but that's what they decided to do. They're just doubling Leonard Williams, and in these passing situations, they're not able to stop anybody. DJ is looking pretty solid. DJ's been making quick decisions. He's been doing what people say. He's been doing what has been his Achilles heel in his career, making him go the length of the field, having these long plays, and not making mistakes. He's done that a couple times. Yeah, and Lorenzo Carter is out too. He was getting pressure. He wasn't getting the sacks necessarily, but he was definitely getting pressure. Yeah, all we can do is trust the process because we're not putting the players on the field. All we can do is just trust who's out there and root for that team. Like, that's what I don't get when Giants fans are actively rooting against. Like, I'm gonna root for whoever's on the field for the Giants. Yeah, that's the thing. Gallman has that burst. He doesn't have Saquon's burst, but he has more decisiveness. That's also why you saw Devontae Freeman getting. All of these guys are more decisive than Saquon. Which with Saquon, you take the good and the bad because he's not getting those tough yards. He did it a little bit. He did it a little bit. Yes, I would say last year he started to really drop his shoulder and run tough in between the tackles. But this year he started dancing again, and he wasn't really able to get much done. But if you look at that Bears game, his second week, he was getting the tough yards. It's just that Saquon's natural instinct is to try to bounce it outside or to try to make a big play out of nothing. Yeah, that Eagles game was hilarious. I had to jump on and stream. I had to jump on and stream that second half. Ben DiNucci, that might be the worst quarterback performance I've ever seen. And then with that sidearm he kept pulling out, it just looked bad. He tried to throw like a Patrick Mahomes type uh, Matt Stafford sidearm on the sideline, and it wasn't even in bounds. Dude went to James Madison. I won't even say it's weird. I'll just say that's what we're supposed to be playing like, Giant Opinion Sports. That's just what we're supposed to be playing like, and let's just keep playing like that in the second half. That was very normal to me. Very normal to me. I'll take that. If that's weird, then I'm weird. I'll take it. Every time we play against Tom Brady, some weird things happen though. Like last year, we had that fumble return for a touchdown with Marcus Golden. I mean, always something happens every time. So I mean, let's keep our foot on the gas. Yeah, I don't know what that sidearm was about, man. I do not know what that sidearm was about. Like the dude kept having the edge to run for first downs, and he would just stop and just try to sidearm it across the field or sidearm it. Like I don't know what he was trying to do. That might be Danucci's style. The budget sidearm. That might be his style. He's probably just bad. You got to imagine going from JMU to playing against an NFL defense. That's a huge jump. Yeah, if we played like this every game, we would have shut out. You know, we would have shut out the Eagles and Washington. He said he felt pretty. I mean, Ben DiNucci was just caught deer in the headlights. he looked more scared than anything. I don't think he's honestly that bad. I mean, I don't think he's a good quarterback, but I don't think he's as bad as he showed. He was really nervous. It looked like he was jittery out there, couldn't make any decisions. It just looked bad. I feel bad for him. You get your first start on Sunday Night Football. I mean, it's tough. But he did not play good. I don't know why he said that he felt he played good because he didn't play good. We're running these duo blocks, and their defensive tackles are pretty much getting washed out of the play. I'm loving Jason Garrett's game plan for this game, though. Those first what 4, 5, 6 games, Jason Garrett he was frustrating, but it seems like he's finally getting the grasp of what these players can do and how to use them. Yeah, like I said, he's got the baseball sidearm throw. Danucci is just Danucci has no bit. Jason Garrett better put his mask on before he gets fined. This is a very important possession. A very important possession. Look at Dion Lewis. Look at Dion Lewis. Hold on to the football. And he's down at the 44. That is a beautiful return. That's a beautiful return. That's a beautiful run. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, offense. Let's get to it, offense. And you see, like taking these 2 yard runs, that's fine. I'm cool with the 2 yard run because we're not losing yards. We're not off schedule. That's fine. 2 yards is better than -5 yards or -10 yards from say like take what the defense is giving you, man. Daniel Jones in the shotgun, 3 wide, Wayne Gallman in the backfield, making calls. And look at that. Look at that, man. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you saw I mean, one turnover is coming. I could have sworn that I saw Darius Slayton run right past the defense for a touchdown. Like, okay, I'm not crazy. I saw Slayton run all the way through the defense for a touchdown, and Jones didn't see him. Gets his arm hit, and more of the same. You got to know that was going to come though, and I bet my friend Done Deal, the Bucs fan, is going to pop back into the chat soon when the Bucs start scoring. I guarantee you that. He'll be right back in the chat soon. Come up and tackle him. Come up and tackle Rojo. Come up and tackle him. Jones has got to do a better job because I guarantee you he was probably trying to throw that ball away or probably trying to fit it to Shepard. Like he's got to do a better job of getting something more on the ball or just taking the sack because when he's getting hit and he's throwing the ball, it really changes the trajectory of the pass. The most turnovers in his first 20. Daniel Jones is really good at turning over the ball, man. The most turnovers since Ryan Leaf. Like he's really good at turning that ball over. Tom Brady deep to Scotty Miller and he drops it. It looks like a drop to me. Yeah, it looks like a drop to me. It looked like it hit him in his hands and he just dropped it. Oh, okay. That didn't touch him. Peppers swatted that away. Another dump off to Ronald Jones goes for 8 yards. And our defense forces a fourth down now. We're on fourth down. The ESPN.com game tracker is ahead of my TV. So I'm seeing what's going on there before I see it on my TV, but I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down or not. That was a great play by Devontae Downs. I wonder if they're going to go for it. Yep, and they went for it and they picked it up. The Giants have given up every single fourth down that their opponents have gone for. They've given up every single fourth down, guys. They've given up every single fourth down. Like that's something I don't like about Patrick Graham though, is that he loves to rush three quarterback. He loves to rush three. Like you don't rush three against a good quarterback and a good offensive line. You just don't rush three, man, because someone's eventually going to get open because you don't have a dog. Oh, we got a Gronk sighting. Got a Gronk sighting. That's his first catch. Ronald Jones for 3 yards on second down. So we're now got him in a 3rd and 3. Exactly. We wasted that kick return with a horrible decision by Daniel Jones again. I mean, we wasted that. Let's see, 3rd and 3. Incomplete pass. So we got him in 4th and 3. Will they take the field goal? That should have been a sack, though. I mean, you got to think that should have been a sack. So they kicked the field goal, 14-9. Jones's turnover they only get 9 points. They only get 3 points out of his turnover. Could have been a lot worse, but we only give up 3 points. I mean, Darius Slayton completely ran through that entire defense. So I mean that definitely sucks. That not only did we not hit Darius Slayton for that wide open touchdown, but we also We also threw a turnover. So right there, that's a 10-point swing. So it's a miracle that we still have this lead. John Cena's a Bucs fan. Yeah, John Cena's a Bucs fan because of Tom Brady. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. John Cena is from Newbury, Massachusetts, or something like that. That's what they say he's from in the WWE. So he's definitely a Patriots guy that just went to. He just went with Tom to Tampa Bay. 14-9. Offense is still moving the ball, but we can't be turning it over. We cannot be turning the ball over. Luckily, our turnover came with us up 14-6, and we only gave up 3 points. So if we can get in the end zone, I wouldn't say all is forgiven, but some of it is forgiven. But Daniel Jones and his turnovers, man, he loves to turn the ball over. Like my God. Because the last thing we need to do is be up on a team that's this good and only, and to give this game up by playing sloppy football and making decisions that we shouldn't be making. That's the last thing we need. They're a better team. If they come out and beat us, they come out and beat us. But we don't need to be shooting ourselves in the foot. I want to see Slayton get the ball this drive though, because he had I mean, he would still be running with that football now out of the stadium through the end zone. Like, I need to see Slayton get a ball. That just makes me sick. That just makes me so sick that he didn't see Slayton right there, wide open for a touchdown. He was so focused on the right side of the field. I mean, with Dion Lewis returning that kickoff to the 40-yard line, with us, throwing that strike to Slayton for a touchdown, that would have been amazing. That would have been amazing for our momentum. Wayne Gallman up the middle for a yard. That's cool. That's cool. Like I said, stay ahead of schedule. A little Caden Smith action. We got a Caden Smith sighting. He dropped the pass earlier, so he's making up for it here. Gallman was wide open, and Caden Smith made that pass. He made that for us, but if he'd have been able to get that ball to Gallman, which would have been tough because he had someone blitzing from that side, but Gallman had a lot of space over there. Oh boy. And we go 3-and-out. With a 3rd-and-3, with a 3rd-and-short, you would expect us, to continue to do what we were doing before, but we don't convert. Ah, boy, Daniel Jones at this point. If we lose this game, this is on the back of Daniel Jones. I call things like I see it, and this is now 3 touchdowns that he has not seen or he's overthrown. He's getting a little pressure in his face that's not even really in his face, and he's missing these guys. Like you can't. I don't understand this. He's never missed these guys before. All of a sudden, he can't hit this. You got to think it's probably the stage and why he's missing this. And yeah, if he throws that to Slayton, that's a touchdown because Slayton catches up to that pass. But you got to hit Shepard. I mean, that's a touchdown too. Like like I said, he missed a touchdown to Slayton in that first quarter across the middle of the field. Missed a touchdown to Slayton again by just not seeing him, and now he overthrew Shepard. So right now he's the go to this game so far. Jay Jay Salcedo, listen, we saw Kyler Murray overthrow wide open receivers against the Cowboys defense like 3 times in a game with no pressure in his face. It's like, come on, man. But yeah, I mean, we're giving the game away. We got chances. We're not taking advantage of them. If we lose this game because of that, I mean, that's just pitiful. They're giving us chances. And this is what I'm saying, chat. All of those Cardinals fans and my friend Dundee, the Bucs fan, the Tom Brady fan, they're going to be popping back in the chat when they start to gain their little confidence back because they were nowhere to be found that first half. Yeah, if Daniel Jones is going to be missing throws like this, if Daniel Jones is going to be missing throws like this, college just make you dumber. I can't argue with you. He can't be missing those throws. He never used to miss them before, but I guess, like I said, maybe that pressure of going against Tom Brady is getting them because, I mean, there have been guys open, which he hasn't had really all season, but since Shepard has been back, there have been guys open. All right, Tom Brady setting up with decent field position. Fournette he's been their more reliable option at running back so far. I know this dude did not just say, okay, so yeah, now that they're replaying this, uh Sterling Shepard is Sterling Shepard kind of stopped running on that throw. So you can make it out of what you want, to be honest. Yeah, colleges, 35 turnovers is way too much. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's historically awful. But also those 35 turnovers, you kind of got to split that in half as far as turnovers that have been strictly his fault. He's made some horrible boneheaded plays, but the ones that have been strictly his fault, you kind of got to cut that in half. Wow. You see Gronk right up the seam, and there's 3 people on him, and none of them make a play on the ball. And I mean, at this point, you can't keep giving Brady these chances without expecting him to capitalize. Yeah, but like I said, they just replayed that, and Sterling Shepard stops on his route, and that's another way for people to attack Daniel Jones for because it just looks like an overthrow. Peppers is playing way better. Yeah, it looks like the Giants defense is laying down now. It looks like they're doing their weekly laydown. Because yeah, you could say that Sterling Shepard should have kept running, but if you go back to that last drive where he threw that interception, I mean, Bradbury I thought was holding that guy, and he was okay. Yeah, that's the flag. I'm not going to say anything bad about James Bradbury. I'll take Sterling Shepard. You know, if he's not the number one guy, but I'll take Sterling Shepard. He's making like what, like 6 million a year. I'll take him. He's a good receiver. He gets open. He hasn't had bad reads all game. Did you just say you got home from work? He had one bad read where he didn't see Slayton wide open and then just throws an interception because he tries to force it. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. That Gronk touchdown was hilarious. The ball gets tipped and he still catches it, and then they swat it down. I've never seen that. He just caught it so calmly after it got swatted. And they're giving him that touchdown. That's fine. He tucked it away. He tucked it away. Yeah. But yeah, Daniel he missed Slayton wide open and ended up throwing that interception. And then he missed Slayton again in the first quarter. But as far as reads, he's been making decent reads. I mean, until he threw that interception, he was basically flawless. He was making all the right decisions. But that's what happens. You see Daniel Jones make, 50 good decisions, and then he just makes a decision that makes you just think, what are you doing? We're down 15-14. We're still in the game. It all depends on what we do. All depends on what we do this next drive because this is a time where the Bucs can go ahead and grab the momentum. And yeah, I call it like I see it, man. Like if if Daniel Jones is the go of the game, he's the go of the game. Like that interception killed all of our momentum. He's the reason why we're trailing right now by far. Because instead of that game going to what 21-6, now we're trailing 15-14. So yeah, that was a huge problem. But we're in the game, guys. This is a game that people thought that we would lose by 12 or more, which we still could. That was the spread 12 and a half. We still could lose by that much. But it all depends on what we do on this next drive. Because our defense has got to see the offense do something because it seems like when the offense starts to make mistakes and miss opportunities, the defense kind of follows suit. So we got to calm the troops and see if we can get in the end zone this next drive. Yeah, they gotta. I mean, they gotta keep giving Gallman the ball and try to keep establishing that run. It looks like the Bucks aren't really giving that run up the same way that they were that first half. So we got to see if we can get back to it because we were really establishing that line of scrimmage early on in the game. Yeah, that's what they love now. They love that pooch kick. All right, Dion Lewis out to the 29. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. People laugh at the Giants fans every week because every week they predict us to get blown out. But this coaching is the coaching is way too good to not to get blown out every week. Jason Garrett, I would say, is our weakest link, and he's been putting together some good games. So our defense should not be playing the way it plays, but the coaching is just so sound. Look at Alfred Morris picking up four. Is that Nick Gase is always going back and forth with somebody. Yeah, Nick Gase is always arguing with somebody, and that might be why we're able to run the ball because they've got Steve McClendon in there now, which that should help them. But Evan Ingram for a first down. Don't fumble. Do not fumble, and that's a flag. And they're going to call offensive pass interference there. Like these referees, come on now. Like I just can't do it, man. Like I can't. We can't. The Giants are not a good football team. Has anybody noticed? The Giants are not a good football team. We can't play against the Buccaneers and the referees. Like we cannot play against the Buccaneers and the referees. That's not a pick. Like he ran into our tight end and they called that offensive pass interference. Like the tight end even stopped on his route to let the guy cross. We cannot play against the referees and the Buccaneers. All right, Shepard is up the field. Shepard has got to not. Oh my God, you have got to get that first down, man. You have got to get the first down right there. But I like those screens that Garrett is designing. I don't know if that'd be a touchdown, but Shepard has got to get away from that tackle. We're talking about a guy with 7 fingers. Evan Ingram caught the ball. I was so sure that he was going to drop it. I was so sure that Evan Ingram was going to drop that just because it was a definitive pass that we needed to convert. And with that catch, I win my fantasy league. I at least win this week. Alfred Morris. Alfred Morris has been getting the tough yards. He's in there for two. Yeah, but Sterling Shepard, you can't get tackled by somebody like that in the open field with 7 fingers. You can't let JPP run you down. JPP was doing backflips and cartwheels and stuff in college. That was like 15 years ago. An old man with 7 fingers. Slayton across the middle. That's a nice grab. All right, this is what I'm saying. We're putting together. This is the most drives that we really put together the entire season. This is the most consistent our offense has been. Daniel Jones deep, and that's Evan Ingram catching the same pass that he dropped last week for the win. That's the exact same pass that he dropped last week, except on the other side of the field. That's the exact catch that he dropped last week. Oh, Alfred Morris looked like he had a chance to bounce that, but this defense is so fast that we ended up losing 3 yards. And there's an offense. I mean, and there's offensive holding there. Like I said, I mean, I was mad at Ingram for doing that. He really lost us that game. But just as a human being, you got to feel bad for him. He got a lot of hate for that, and you could tell it hurt him. And people try to say it was a fingertip catch, but if you look at his arms, he had his arms bent. He didn't even extend his arms. And Evan, look at Daniel Jones trusting Evan Ingram. Or is that Levine Toilolo? Yeah, he's trusting that tight end to make that catch in traffic. Yeah. Yeah, the announcer's right. We need to get to 28 to win this game. Yeah, that pass was way too high for Evan. 3rd and 11 was what are we going to do? Third and 11, what are we going to do? Let's go. This is a big time play. We've been making a lot of trips into the red zone. And we try another screen and it gets sniffed out. That's a good try. The screens have been working all day, but we'll take our 3 points, which is crucial because no turnovers and we're back in the lead. So our defense has been playing pretty solid the entire game. But I would have liked them. I mean, I would have liked them to throw it down the field. But I understand the logic about that. I understand it. So the Giants are up 17-15. Bad snap, bad hold, but it's a good kick. 17-15. Defense has got to keep battling. Of course, you want a touchdown on that play, but the defense, they've got to keep battling. Get the offense the ball back because we're moving it tonight. I don't know if it's the Bucs defense in the matchups or if if it's the offense getting better, but we're moving it tonight. People are going to say that Jason Garrett shouldn't have thrown that screen, but I mean, I can see why you say that. But also, I mean, with this history, the way things go with this team, I mean, I could understand Jason Garrett being scared of turning the ball over. So I could definitely understand that, man. We just got to be real. If we have 100,000% confidence that if we drop back and try to throw that ball into the end zone, that Daniel Jones isn't going to get hit and fumble for a touchdown, I mean, we don't have that confidence yet. He's got to prove it. He got to prove us otherwise. So at that point, you throw a screen. Hopefully, your guy can pick it up. If not, then you take your three and take the lead back. We just took the lead. Now, if we're going to have any chance of winning this game, we're going to have to be up by multiple scores with less than 3 minutes left. That's the only way. That's the only way. Because if there's a situation where Tom can get the ball to come back, that's a wrap. If Carson Wentz is coming back against us, you better believe that Tom is. So we got to keep our foot on the gas. Let's see if we can force a turnover again this drive. Turnover or 3-and-out, get the ball back, keep with that offensive momentum. Like I don't care how we do it, but we need to win this game. Let's do it because we were supposed to beat the Cowboys. We were supposed to beat the Eagles. So this would be a nice consolation prize. I'll take it, but we got to keep playing. Again with these put. Now I heard that there's like 30-mile-per-hour winds, so maybe that's why both of these kickers are kicking it short. But I would rather them just kick it into the end zone. And we know Gano has a leg, so I mean, I'm pretty sure he can kick it into the end zone. All right, defense, let's go, defense. Stop the run. That's where it starts. Look at Dalvin Thomas and slamming him down. Let's go. That's how we take them into the fourth quarter. Giants up by 2 going into the fourth. Let's go. Yeah, Dalvin Thomason is a beast. Thing is, we got like 17 defensive tackles, so somebody's gonna have to go. It's between Dalvin Thomason, we're gonna have to pay him, or we're gonna have to pay Leonard Williams. So somebody's gonna have to go. But I'm happy. I just wanted a game. I wanted a good game. Let's just get out of this game clean and just keep doing what we're doing. You can't expect to, shut Tom Brady out and not let him score any touchdowns. So we did that. Let's try to get the ball back and try to extend the lead because we're going to need to be up by more than 7 points if we have any chance of winning this game. Man, they got to take commercials out of here, man. Especially these late games, man. Like nobody feels like watching commercials. Like, let's get back to the game, man. I would say that this drive so far is the most crucial. This drive so far is the most crucial drive in the game, and that's going to be followed by if we can get a stop, get a punt right here. If our offense can score on that next drive, I'm going to be feeling pretty good. Start of the fourth quarter, we're up 17-15. That's what we like to see. Incomplete passes. That's what we like to see. Incomplete passes. Yeah, y'all done made a pretty good play right there. I love it. 3rd and 10. Let's get a stop, defense. Please, defense, let's get a stop. I'm not going to look at the ESPN streamcast. Please, defense, let's get a stop. Let's get a defensive stop, man. Let's get the ball back to the offense. I'm not going to look at the streamcast. I want to see this live. Let's get a stop, please. If you guys don't step up the rest of the year, step up now, man. Let's get a stop. Is that a sack? There we go. Brady goes down. Cam Brown with a sack. Somebody made a play on a defense. Carter Coughlin and Cam Brown, man. And look who made that special teams tackle, Andrew Adams. That's our what, 2 7th-round picks that made that sack for us. Our 2 7th-round picks. I think Cam Brown might have been a 6th-rounder, or Carter Coughlin may have been a 6th-rounder, but 2 late-round picks with that sack. So we got great field position. We are in business. We are in business. Let's go, DJ. Wrap it up, man. Wrap the game up. Get into the end zone. You know how easy it is to be a hero in New York? They forget things on a week to week basis. If we can get into the end zone here, let's do it, man. I don't ask you guys for much. I don't ask the Giants for much. Just win this game in primetime TV. I'm sick of people. I'm sick of people every week talking about the Giants and writing us off, which we're a bad team, so that makes sense. But I'm sick of it. Let's just, let's see if we can pull out this win. That's what I'm saying, man. New York Giants pride. Throw those colors up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Get out of this. Get out of this game with a win, man. Get out of this game with a win. Like I said, I love the way we've been moving the ball so far. Let's keep doing that. Let's just keep doing that. Wayne Gallman for 6 yards. Yeah, Carter Coughlin's been playing pretty good. I've seen him get pressure a couple times. Come on, man. Incomplete deep to Slayton as my stream goes out. Let's see how that happened. We can't get the ball in midfield and not do anything with it. Let's see what happened. Oh boy. That makes me sick. Let's see. Yeah, that pass was too high. Listen, one thing about Daniel Jones, he's known to make horrible decisions, but his passes are usually always on the money. Like I have no idea why he's all of a sudden missing these throws, but you need to stop that, man. I'm getting sick of it. 3rd and 5. Let's go. Golden Tate with the great catch across the middle. Golden Tate with a great catch across the middle. See, like I don't ask these receivers to do much. Just make the catches that you should make. Just make all the catches that you should make. That's all I need them to do. And Golden Tate 2 years ago would score with that. That's the funny thing. Austin Mack has been, doing a lot of running around too. He hasn't. We're not going to throw him the ball because that's a nice run from Wayne Gallman. So we're 2nd and 5. I think we're already in field goal range. I'm pretty sure we're in field goal range. We're at the edge of field goal range. Wayne Gallman in the backfield, 3 wide. Evan Ingram lined up at that tight end spot. All right, Jones, make a decision. I'm gonna need you to make a decision. Oh my God! See, anytime he holds the ball for that long, that's gonna happen. I can't believe this dude, man. Like we had to deal with this with Eli, but I mean, you take the good with the bad. You're just he lost us this game at this point. He lost us the game. Like, there's no reason that you should be throwing that. We see the same thing with Carson Wentz. These guys think that they're Superman. Why are you making that throw? Yeah, I just have no idea why you're making that throw, man. That makes no sense. Like I can't defend that. Like that's just awful. Like that's literally with just you know with just turnover free football, we'd be winning this game like we'd be winning this game soundly right now. So if we lose this game, the upset not happening is all on Daniel Jones because you know what Tom Brady's going to do with the ball. Like you don't just do this to Tom. You don't just keep giving Tom Brady opportunities. Out of all the people, you just can't keep giving Tom Brady opportunities. Like all the exact same. That's why I made the jokes about Carson Wentz being the great value version of Andrew Luck, and then Daniel Jones being the great value version of Carson Wentz, because all three of those guys play hero ball. They all play hero ball, and they all made stupid decisions. And right now, Daniel Jones isn't doing what he did last year. He's not replacing his turnovers. Like he's not replacing. Like last year, he fumble, he do all of this, but he throw 4 touchdowns. He throw 3 touchdowns. This year, he's not doing that. So at that point, you're just playing bad. The entire team is playing well, and Daniel Jones is the reason that we're not winning. We're still up, but 17-15 against Tom Brady is nothing. Two momentum killing, horrible interceptions. Bad decision. Like I don't know why he thinks that he has to be Superman when his defense is playing so well. And you put together all of these great drives and you kill your own drives. Exactly. And Darius Slayton is open for a touchdown. Daniel Jones missed he's missed a lot of opportunities so far. Now listen, football is a sport of moments, and if he can get the ball back and redeem himself, people will forgive it. But right now he's the go to the game. Right now he's the go to the game. Defense is stepping up though. The defense is stepping up. Even though they just gave up this third down. Like you can't blame this Giants defense for anything. They've stepped up. They've dealt with these turnovers. They've dealt with the boneheaded mistakes. The Sterling Shepard overthrow was more on Sterling Shepard. But these are avoidable mistakes that we're making. So they're going backwards with that holding call. Yeah, I mean Daniel Jones will make you sick, man. Like I just can't, man. Like at this point, there's no other person you can blame it on. Like there's been times where Daniel Jones had good games, and his turnovers hasn't necessarily all been his fault. But this game, he's just made two horrible decisions, like horrible decisions. Like the way you see Carson Wentz falling and throwing into triple, like he's doing the exact same thing. And Tyler Johnson right up the middle to get 19, and they're gonna throw a flag right there. Are we playing football, man? Are we playing football? Are we playing football? Or are we what are we playing? What are we playing, man? Like seriously, you can't hit somebody? You can't hit anybody? He hit him right in his chest. Like there's no punishment for going across the middle. That's a clean hit, clean as can be. How else are you supposed to tackle him? Thank you, no foul. Let's move on. Like the fact that a flag even came out to that is disgusting. And they called that a first down too. These referees are disgusting. They disgust me. They know that was not a first down. He hit him a yard clear of the first down marker. Man. You see, like I said, you cannot give Tom Brady all these chances. You can't. Yeah, I'm starting to believe that all of the Giants games are scripted because the way Daniel Jones turns the ball over, it doesn't make sense. It literally, like, no one can turn the ball over 2 times every game like this. Like, no one can do that. There's no way that that's real. And now these referees can't get the scoreboard clock right. Like, can we just get the refereeing right? Like, get the scoreboard right, the clock right? Jason Garrett came out with a great game plan. Pat Graham had this defense overplaying expectations again. But Daniel Jones is hurting us. He's hurting us bad. He's hurting us horribly. Like this game should already be out of hand. Let's see. 1st and 10. Red zone. Cameron Brate wide open across the middle. And they're going to really call a helmet to helmet when the receiver clearly dropped his helmet to hit RDB. He dropped his helmet to hit RDB. That's a horrible call. That's disgusting. You saw Cameron Brate drop his helmet and hit RDB with his helmet. Cameron Brate dropped his helmet and he hit him. Wow. He literally hit him with his helmet. I can't believe these guys. I cannot believe these referees. Like, not only are they coming in with all better players, they're coming in with the referees too. Disgusting, man. Like, I don't care about this, man. This is scripted. Like, do they really need to be handed a touchdown like that on that horrible string of calls? Like, do they really need to hand them points like this? Like, that's disgusting, man. Like, I was fine with this game. They had a couple of bad calls, but at this point, this is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. Like, we all saw Cameron Brake drop his head like a battering ram and hit our defensive back, Isaac Yadam. We all saw that. And at that point, it's just one-on-one coverage with who knows was covering Mike Evans. Whoever was covering him one-on-one had no business doing it. So yeah, Daniel Jones and the referees, we got to check their bank accounts. We got to check their bank accounts. Daniel Jones and the referees are conspiring against the New York Giants because there's no way that Daniel Jones thought that was a good idea to throw that pass, and there's no way that the referees could be making these kind of calls. Yeah, that's what they do in the WWE. I know that much. But come on, man, like that's just disgusting. The offense has a chance again to do something. We've been able to move the ball against them all night. So the only thing that has stopped us is another Daniel Jones turnover. And like I said, at this point, I'm convinced he's doing this on purpose. Because like the throw he made, he was getting sacked and he decided to just force it. Like it doesn't make sense. But that camera break call, that just left a bad taste in my mouth. Like the camera break call just like that just left a bad taste in my mouth. He dropped his head like a battering ram and just hit our defensive back, and they call that on us when he clearly initiated contact, and that should be a 15-yard penalty on them. All right, Giants, what do y'all got? What have y'all got? What do y'all got, man? What do y'all got this drive? If Daniel Jones doesn't turn the ball over, I'm confident in us being able to score. But I'm not confident that he's not going to turn the ball over. And they have been playing horrible coverage against Darius Slayton, and he hasn't seen them all night. So let's hope that he hits Slayton. Let's hope they keep playing like that against Slayton and he hits them for something deep. Nice little 4 yard run right there. That's a nice 4 yard run. I said before the game I wanted a chance to win. I wanted the chance going into the fourth quarter to be in the game, and we're in the game. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, DJ. You put them back into the game yourself. So now go and win it, DJ. We have got to convert on this third down because our defense is not. They're not the one. They're not going to get a stop again today. Let's go, DJ. Pick this up. Come on now. Let's pick this up. Pick up this third down. I do not like him throwing that short right there. That was disgusting. It's better than throwing a pick, but I mean, I better not see someone wide open. Slayton is wide open for a first down, but that's not in his progression, and he's covered. So, and that's a wrap right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's a wrap right there, ladies and gentlemen. Because Tom Brady is going to score. With a field goal, they go up by 8. So if our defense gives up a field goal, they go up by 8. Jabril Peppers shot that gap and he missed everything. No, we didn't fall apart. Daniel Jones fell apart. And the most disgusting thing is that the turnovers that he makes, they're not even turnovers down the field. Like his turnovers are all around the line of scrimmage. So it's giving him great field position every time. And we're close on sacking Brady. He steps up for a 20-yard strike. Why? I don't understand why Patrick Graham is rushing two defensive tackles. I don't understand it. I don't understand why he's rushing two defensive tackles against Tom Brady. Like you don't want to just give him time. Our defense has got to get a stop on this drive. They cannot give up a field goal in this drive. They got to get a stop completely. Yeah, Daniel Jones is playing bad. He's playing bad. Like point blank, period. He's playing bad. We got a third down though. We got to get a stop. Gronk is coming off the field. They're still in the huddle. I'm trying not to look at the streamcast. I want to see it live. And that is pretty much the ball game right there. All he had to do was go and look for the ball, and he didn't, and that's game. Because if they get any points out of this, that's game. That's a done game. But listen, guys, we all expected to lose. So, best case scenario, we force a field goal and we get the ball back with the opportunity to go down the field and score 8. But Daniel Jones lost us this game pretty much. I call it like I see it, man. Daniel Jones didn't see guys down the field. Sterling Shepard stopped on his route, and he threw. Daniel Jones threw 2 horrible interceptions in scoring position. And this just tells me I love this coaching staff. And the defense is folding. Defense is folding. Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can't expect the defense to play any better than what they're playing. Like I like Daniel Jones. Last season, he did a lot of exciting things. This season, he's been running. He's been exciting. But I mean, listen, you have got to protect the football. It doesn't matter if he gets back to being last season. I mean, you got to protect the football, man. And you got to hit on those opportunities, especially when you're playing against a better. This is the perfect chance. This was Daniel Jones's opportunity to come out and say, "Hey, all of you haters, all of you people that don't believe in me, I'm here, and I'm gonna win this game. My defense is playing well. My offensive coordinator is putting on a clinic." So he had the chance to do that, and he couldn't get it done. So they're on a 4th and 1 now. We'll have the ball with about 3 minutes left to score. I don't know if I like that because even if we get the 2-point conversion, Tom will probably get the ball back. And at the end of these games, this is when that pass rush comes alive against Daniel Jones and he starts to fumble. So that makes it an 8-point game. Listen, man, I mean, DJ has got to hold on to the football. That is the only reason that the Bucs are even in the game, which is crazy. We thought that if he turned the ball over multiple times, we get blown out, but that's the only reason they're in the game is Daniel Jones, and he's not a rookie anymore. This isn't a rookie thing. All I can say is Brady hit Gronk over the middle, won me my fantasy game this week, and that's all the only winning I can look forward to in football. My fantasy teams. I had a clean sweep. But as far as the Giants, they beat themselves against probably the best team in the league. They literally beat themselves when they had a chance to beat probably the best team in the league on an off day. So we're down by 8 with 3:44 left and no timeouts. We got a chance, but I mean, like I said, how do we know that DJ isn't going to turn the ball over? In fact, if I had to make a bet, I would bet that he would turn it over more than he wouldn't. In these passing situations where he has to hold the ball and make decisions, he's not good at it. And that's why I'm starting to believe that's why he was so good in Pat Shermer's offense, is because it was hold the ball for a second and make your decision. Step back, throw, step back, throw. All of this where he's holding it and moving around and tries to improvise, he makes a horrible decision every time. A drop from Ingram, but I mean that play doesn't really help us much anyway. I really wish that this game could just hit 0-0-0 right now, because now it's just going to get out of hand and the score is going to look worse than what it was. There's no way they're punting this. Fourth and 5, this is the game. Yeah, the play calling at the end of games for Jason Garrett has been questionable, but I mean they can't protect. So what do you expect? That should be an Darius Slayton is bailing Daniel Jones out because that should have been an interception. That should have been an interception because he almost did it again. All right, we got new life. And that got batted, and someone was wide open in the middle of the field. I think Golden Tate was wide open in the middle of that field. Like, I don't know why he thinks it's a good idea to throw that pass. That should have been a pick six. Darius Slayton bailed him out. They're gonna really call a false start there. Wow. Yeah, there's always something in a 2 minute drill. There's always something in a 2 minute drill. But guys, like I said, we made it an entertaining game. That's a first down. All right, that's a nice run. Do I think that we'll score on this last drive? Not necessarily. I really don't. But there's still life, so that's always fun. Like I said, Daniel Jones and the referees have been conspiring, and they got paid off to to lose the game for the Giants. We still got life, but I mean, I don't think anybody really thinks that we're going to get into the end zone and then get a 2 point conversion and have Tom Brady not get the ball at the end of the game and get a field goal to beat us. And then if that doesn't happen, get into overtime and beat this team. I don't know. We still got hope, but I mean, it's still alive. And to think that Daniel Jones's comparison coming out of college was Alex Smith, and Alex Smith would never make a play like that. He would never throw a throw that stupid 3 times. The last time Slayton bailed him out. You hate? Why do you hate Bruce Arians? Did he just retire? I think he retired. Is that why you hate him? Because he left the Cardinals? All right, this is it. Yeah, I mean, it looked like he did fake retire. This is it. Slayton at the bottom of the screen. It looks like the safeties are playing over to the right. Whoa. Yeah, Daniel Jones against it must be the pressure against Tom Brady, but he's missing throws that I've never seen him miss in his career. Like it's like he's a different type of jittery. He still hasn't proven that he can be any kind of quarterback that can do something under pressure. Look, he actually took the sack. That was in Dominican Sue and JPP. Yeah, there was nowhere for him to go. He could have maybe gotten that to Slayton, but I mean, there was nowhere for him to run away to. End of the day, that pass protection is not going to, and he drops an interception right there. Yeah, that's ball game. That's ball game. Like that. Why? I've never seen him this inaccurate. Like I've never seen him this inaccurate in a game. Like it's usually the dumb throws. It's usually the dumb throws that hurt him. But as far as just missing guys, he's it's just bad. He's missing everyone. Wow, Shepard for a first down. I can't believe it. I can't believe we didn't turn the ball over. I can't believe it. Shepard again for 9 yards. 40 seconds. Let's see if we can get something happening. This is the farthest I've seen him get on a Daniel Jones threw the ball away. The pocket broke down and Daniel Jones threw the ball away. I can't believe it. He actually threw the ball away. There was nowhere for him to go and he didn't fall down and force it into coverage. Empty set. Let's see if our protection can hold up. It's holding up. Is that a touchdown? Golden Tate in the back of the end zone. Oh my God. Golden Tate for 6. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I can't believe he made that. I can't believe we got down the field. I can't look at the chat. I can't look at the stream. I got to see if we get this 2-point conversion. What a catch by Golden Tate, first of all. I can't look at the stream. I got to see if we get this 2-point conversion because I know I'm a little bit behind. Let's see. Let's see if we can pick up this 2-point conversion. Oh boy. And this is like that's why Jameis Winston might be the best comparison for Daniel Jones because he makes throws like this and then he makes horrible decisions like the throws he made before. Like I said, look at the way that guy sunk in the bench. Like I said, I can't look at the chat because I got to see if we get this 2-point conversion. If we don't get it, obviously the game is over. Let's see if we get it. Let's see if we get it. Deion Lewis wide open, and wow, we don't get it. That's a flag, though. He interfered with him. He did. He did. He did interfere with Deion Lewis in the end zone. We'll have another chance at it. And Daniel Jones was late making that pass. But see, Giants fans, this is what it looks like to be competitive in a game. The score is 25-23, and your team has a chance to tie the game and go to overtime. This is what it looks like. Daniel Jones was late throwing that pass, but at the same time, I mean, you expect Deion Lewis to turn around quicker too. Like I said, I can't look at the chat because I know I'm behind. They didn't. Wow, I can't believe they picked up that flag. The referees did a good job. Congratulations. You listen, man. That is past. Like I don't understand this, man. The referees clearly like. If I'm a Buccaneers fan, I'm not happy about this win. I'm not happy about this win at all because that was like this is disgusting, man. The referees gave them a touchdown and they clearly there was pass interference in the end zone. Clearly pass interference. Yes, it could have been a better throw, but clearly pass interference. And you know, Daniel Jones, you get the good, you get the bad, but today you got the bad and a little bit of the good. All of his mistakes were crucial. Every single mistake he made was crucial, and you know that's what happens. We made it exciting though. That's happened to the Giants about 5 or 6 times this year, so I'm not surprised. I feel like the NFL wants the Cowboys or the Eagles to win this division, and they've been trying their hardest to make sure that those teams win it. I wouldn't be surprised if they start having these calls against Washington too, because that was obviously pass interference. That was obviously pass interference. Yeah, that's game, man. Listen, there's no way that you can be happy about this if you're a Bucs fan. First of all, you were predicted to win by 12 and a half or more. Second of all, the referees, I can't believe this, man. Listen, I'm gonna make a post game video. I gotta get out of here. This is disgusting. Like this is disgusting, man. I gotta get a post game video because I cannot believe what I saw. I cannot believe what the referees did, and I'm not going to say I can't believe what I saw from Daniel Jones because that's classic vintage Daniel Jones getting tackled, throwing interceptions when he should just throw the ball away. Like this dude, man, he lost us the game. On top of the referees, I mean, he almost gave us a chance to come back and win it. But I mean, you can't put the game in the hands of the referees. You can't do it. Whew, man. Listen, if the way this dude is playing, they're gonna have to replace him. I mean, he has so much talent. This game he was inaccurate, but he's normally accurate. But I mean, if he's gonna just be making decisions like this where the pocket breaks down or it's off schedule and then he just starts panicking, like you lost your team the game. But yeah, guy, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm going to have a post game video up in a couple minutes.